Hi, and welcome to Three Questions With. Got my friend Lisa with us from Body and Soul Coaching. Hey, Lisa, welcome to the show.
Hey, Kevin, thank you so much for having me.
So, Lisa, I asked you to come on the show today because I want to talk a little bit about weight loss programs. I see so many of my friends go on a weight loss program and it fails. Why?
There's so many answers to that. A lot of programs are just too restrictive. They're either too low in calories, too low in carbs, too low in fats, and that makes it so that you can't sustain it for very long. So they're only designed to be followed for a very short period of time. And they also don't teach your body to teach you how to eat for your body and what your body needs. They sort of it's for the masses, right? They just have this one plan, and when you go on it, you're taking a specific meal plan or shakes or packaged foods. And then when you stop all of that, all you do is go back to your old behaviors, which is what got you here in the first place, right? And they typically follow this like an eat less, exercise more model, which brings too much of a gap between, like, so I always tell people, if you're having calories in and you lower them and calories out and up the exercise, it's just too much of a gap in there. And our metabolisms don't like that. And so they slow down in order to compensate for what you're doing, which puts a lot of stress on your body, and it also affects your hormones. So the results end up just being temporary, and then you usually regain the weight back afterwards.
So it's almost like you're destined to fail in these programs because, again, I get it sometimes like, hey, Lisa, I'm going to a wedding in 2 months and I want to look good. So I want to lose that 20 pounds in like 2 months. But then I'm just going to put it all right back on. That just doesn't seem to be good for my body.
It's not. Our metabolisms don't really like that. Our metabolisms are incredibly adaptable, and our metabolisms don't care if you have a wedding to go to, or if you have or you want to get rid of belly fat or anything. The metabolism just says, I'm going to keep you safe. And if you're going to do this to me, I'm going to compensate, and I'm going to slow down your activity. I'm going to slow everything down so that I only need what you're giving me. And then what do? Then they start eating even less.
Unfortunately, I've seen that. It's bad. So what makes your program successful then, Lisa?
So, well, my program is a little bit different in the approach that I take. And I'll tell you, after being a coach and a trainer and nutritionist for 35 years and helping thousands of women, I came to the conclusion that I had to put a protocol in place if weight loss was going to be permanent. So what I came up with what I call my B.A.S.E model, which stands for balance, adaptability, sustainability, and effectiveness. So by balance, most people think, well, when you're saying balance, you mean balance your nutrition. And yes, that's a huge part of it. That's what we want to do, balance nutrition. But it's also about balancing your workouts, balancing your stress, balancing your hormones. And so rather than that eat less, exercise more approach, I narrow that gap, which I like to call like being on the edge of dieting. And of course, if you balance out your workouts and your stress with that, because your hormones are so affected and your metabolism, like a stress barometer, it's all affected by that. When you balance all of this, then you're able to lose weight comfortably. I'm not saying you're never going to be hungry, but it's comfortable, and you're not going to throw your body all the way out of whack. Step two, the adaptability part is it needs to be adaptable to each individual person, right? And their change in metabolism, because we're all different. We all take in food differently. We all burn calories differently. So, and it's because whatever you're doing for your nutrition, like I said, your metabolism adapts to that. So what I need to do is make sure that when somebody's like, when they hit that plateau and they're like, oh crap, nothing works, I hit a plateau. It's like, okay, no, your metabolism just adapted. We need to change something. So I like to stay just ahead of that, and to make sure that I keep you losing weight in a way that's not going to starve you. And how can I put this easily? Let's see. So your metabolism, like I said, adapts, and it adapts not just within that time, but also as you age, if you have an illness, if you have an injury. So you need to learn how to handle this. So I want everybody to be their own nutritionist and learn how to adapt. And this is where sustainability comes in. And why I don't like meal plans, because meal plans don't teach you anything at all. So if I can teach people this and how to be their own nutritionist, then they're going to be able to sustain that healthy lifestyle and enjoy the holidays, right? Because it's not on a diet. You can enjoy the holidays and lose weight at the same time. And lastly, effectiveness. Well, if it's not effective, this is not really a point in doing it. And what effectiveness means to me is that not only do you lose your weight and you reach that weight loss goal, but you get leaner, you get stronger, you increase your energy, even your sleep gets better, and you maintain that level of health. So that's basically my base model that I make sure all my programs follow.
That makes sense. Now, you work with women over the age of 50.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, honestly, I just saw a need. There are so many women out there over 50 that are frustrated. They are searching for answers, and honestly, they are getting bad advice. And this actually goes back to that eat less, exercise more mentality, which I just talked about, which is wreaking havoc with their metabolism. So there's too many coaches and trainers out there that don't have any experience or understand the difference of working with women over 50 or the female metabolism. There's not even a lot of research out there, to be honest with you. Most of the research on weight loss is done on men. And forget women in menopause. It's just like, it's really hard to find any research on that. So being over 50 myself, I have been there. And I experienced those changes myself and had to figure it all out. But obviously, I can't just go by experimenting on myself because we all are different. So education is obviously needed along with that. So I also have a specialty certification in the female metabolism and hormones, so that I want to make sure I'm educated enough to present this to people and find solutions for them. And these women I'm working with are doing fantastic. They're losing weight after years of struggling on their own, not being able to get anywhere.
So Lisa, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more?
Well, they can go to my website, bodyandsoulcoaching.com, and also follow me on social media, which I'm always under Lisa Swanson Fit, both on Facebook and on Instagram.
Awesome. Lisa, I appreciate you taking a couple of minutes to join the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thank you.